Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com, and I want to do a little wrestling video. Haven't done one in a while, and I know it's a little bit late, but I want to do a raw recap, thoughts, points, etc., from this past Monday night, October the 15th, and I put down a few notes here that I want to go over with you. But first, Raw kicked off with a Shawn Michaels promo. Remember last week that Michaels was named special guest referee for the WWE Championship match between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell. From there, he mentioned that there will be a new champion crowned. And let me predict it based on what he said, that there will be a new championship, a new champion crowned. The exact opposite will happen, where I predict we'll actually have a champion for the first time in a couple of months at Survivor Series, and you guessed it, John Cena will rightfully take the title again. Cena sucks. So here's a bit of a rundown what happened, in that Raw. After suffering a loss to Randy Orton, The Miz was confronted by the Wyatt family, who cut another creepy, kind of a type of a promo on him. Fandango, da 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 na 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 na, beat Santino Marella. Cobra! 3MB face Los Matadores, who aren't Mexican, coincidentally. I don't know how that's gonna work. And they've lost to the Los Matadores for the third straight time against this new tag team. And the reason why I say I don't know how this is going to work is when they go like to Mexico or Arizona or places where it's Spanish contingent. How are the fans going to buy this when they're playing a gimmick in which they're not even true Mexicans? I don't know if I'm overthinking this. Just my thoughts though. And going back to this, notice that in those promos when the Los Matadores, before they debuted, they're always saying ole, ole, ole. It almost seemed like they were trying to get the phrase over as opposed to the actual characters. The Real Americans took on Tons of Funk, and Brodus Clay got the pin after he was the latest victim of that giant swing where he swings his opponent around and around and around and around and around by Antonio Cesaro. Man, is that dude one hell of a strong guy. Brie Bella, yawn, faced Tamina Snuka. Nikki Bella was barred from ringside, but AJ Lee was allowed to watch as Tamina decimated Brie for the win. Several mandatory video clips of John Cena coming back. He's Superman. He's a cyborg. He's coming back early, ladies and gentlemen. Tons and tons of clips of John Cena. And from there on, Raw, seemed to be pretty mediocre. Raw is pretty mediocre. Triple H came out with Stephanie McMahon, addressed the WWE Universe about the events that took place last Monday night when Big Show knocked out Triple H. Daniel Bryan came out, interrupted Triple H, and McMahon only to be attacked from behind by Alberto Del Rio. Why is he still with the company? Bryan and Del Rio were later booked in a match, which ended via countout when Bryan left the ring to save the Bella Twins from Randy Orton. I think glancing over this and going towards the end here, I think one of the saving points of this Raw, as I'm watching video clips of Raw as we speak, was, just going forward here, was the match between the Raw, was the main event when the Shield put the WWE Tag Team Championships on the line against Cody Rhodes and Goldust. When was the last time, speaking of which, that a Tag Team Championship match closed Raw? Trivia question for you. The Rhodes brothers continued their run, following up their win over the Wyatt family, which was the Wyatt's family first loss, by beating the Shield in one of the best matches of the year, your new tag team champions Cody Rhodes and Goldust. The match had a feel of a big fight, honestly, and the spot that featured Roman Reigns spearing Goldust through the barricade, it made it feel like, we travel back to the Attitude Era. The Shield again were booked perfectly, in my opinion, as they have been since their debut. And the notion that they held the tag titles for too long is way off base for two reasons. The extended title reign returned importance to the tag team title division. This Shield was so dominant for so long that the fans never thought that they would drop the title. This is what made that tag team match even more important, and what made the Rhodes victory that more important as well. So those were some of my thoughts on Raw, my rundown. My main thought is, what a great match between the Rhodes and the Shield. New tag team champions, the Shield, mediocre Raw. Besides that. So until next time, what are your thoughts on Raw? What are your thoughts on TNA, your ROH, the overall product? Leave me a comment. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, subscribe to this video. And until next time, later.